Hey folks, it's Bill Swift from Swift Canoe and Kayak, and we have a guest here, Jeremy Vore from RedLeaf Designs. And we're gonna paddle today, and we wanna knock this off right off the top, folks. We don't encourage you to paddle in a river when it's this cold out and there's snow everywhere. Jeremy is fully kitted up with his gear. He's got a dry suit on. And you have lots of training and stuff like this.
I do. I'm an instructor. I have almost a lifetime of paddling experience in both professional and personal capacities. As Bill said, I'm dressed up. Bill's going to be here with a throw bag. We've got rescue stations and planning for this river, so we are very careful and aware of the risks of paddling in this kind of weather.
There we go. Our disclaimer. We are here today to christen the Cruiser 17.8. This is Ce n'est pas le fin du monde, which is very close to it. But this is what we christen. It's our favorite Canadian beer. This is a beautiful Canadian boat. What do you say, Jeremy?
Let's do it.
Okay. The Cruiser 17.8. Now, we had really hoped that Terry Kent and David Yost, the designer, would be here to share this occasion with, but they're going to enjoy the video. And folks, we're not going to drink beer today and paddle, but we're going to give Jeremy the honors of putting this beautiful boat in the water first.
Thank you.
And we'll get a little bit of beer on your dry suit.
That's okay.
Jeremy.
That's okay. It'll keep it off my body. It'll be fine. So
what do you think?
I am stoked. This is such a special boat. They've really knocked it out of the park with this thing. The work that Matt and Terry at the factory have done, the creation of the assist bar. We have an adjustable height seat. The prototype adjustable height seat, and everything about this. This is the very first one out of the mold, but everything about it is just impeccable and perfect, just like all of the Swift Cruisers. So I'm thrilled.
Now this is a unique day, guys. This is the first time I've ever accessed a river on snowshoes. So
likewise, same, yeah.
2 kilometers from the factory.
Yep.
Thank you for Susan and crew and everyone else at the factory for getting this beautiful boat done. And Jeremy, let's go do it.
Sounds wonderful. Let's make it happen.
All right.
So smooth, such good glide. It's still responsive. Responds beautifully to an edge. Yeehaw!
We're back in our shop in Gravenhurst now. We want to go over this beautiful Cruiser 17.8 that our team put together. This is the first one. It's a carbon fusion with a granite exterior finish. You can see the water still melting from the snow and ice we had on it. It's got the internal carbon skid plates are standard on this laminate. Carbon end caps. This one has the carbon tech package. Everything's carbon on the inside. And Joe, let's show them there. This boat does not have any float tanks. This boat's available with or without the tanks. It does have flotation where it'll stay buoyant if it is capsized. If it's someone that's doing racing, they'll probably go without the tanks. If it's a tripper, exercise paddler, I recommend going with the supplemental flotation tanks. So this one has the black carbon Kevlar trim on it. This one has the bow carbon thwart, and we are going to tell you this is a new option we have for 2025. This is called a carbon assist bar. On the inside here, we've got a prototype adjustable height seat that has our pin system on it. So it's adjustable in height up and down. And then it's also on a slide system in which the foot brace and the seat slide together. So if someone is racing or exercise paddling, when they move the seat, the foot brace automatically moves with it. It's such a cool system, and it's also very easy to adjust the length of the bars just with a click this quickly. It can adjust. It's just so easy to use. Okay, nice comfort seat on it. It's got the carbon handles, carbon in the back. And then, Joe, let's show the side profile of the beautiful tail on this boat. It's one of the things we love about the cruisers is they just look so cool. Jeremy, why don't you come in now and
Sure.
Let's tell the folk, you brought the idea of the Sis Bar to us. We love it.
Yeah.
Tell them how you like to use it.
Absolutely. So I learned about these from Steve Landick, my daily paddling partner. He calls it his old man handle, and he uses it as a grab bar when he wants to stand up quickly in the boat, either for a portage or to stand up and scout a rapid, something like that. They're phenomenal when you're portaging a boat. It's just a little bit closer than your thwart, and you can balance the boat with a single finger on your assist handle, right? It works wonderfully. But it's also really important as let's call it a dashboard if you're out paddling ultra distance races, especially imagine that you're out at night on the MR 340, you're doing 340 miles in 40 hours, it's foggy, it's in the middle of the night, and you need to follow the river's channel. You need to not be off the channel because there are wing dikes and dams and other things. It's a perfect spot to attach a phone or a GPS or your sports watch because it's that 1-inch round bar. It'll take most accessories for mountain bikes and other things like that. It works wonderfully, and it's a great spot to be able to keep all of those items. They're just perfectly positioned so you can reach them with just, you don't even have to lean forward. It's just a fantastic system. So you guys have knocked it out of the park. These are so much more advanced and clean than what I've been making in my shop.
We're finding more and more now adventure paddlers want to night paddle.
Yeah.
And this setup really helps with that.
It really does. Yeah, you can clip your phone on there. You've got your GPS track loaded so you know exactly where you're supposed to be, and it's accurate to within 6 or 8 feet side to side. You turn down the brightness and you can just cruise all night long. There are plenty of safety items you have to pay attention to, but yeah, it's a great tool for that.
So it's similar to the diameter of a mountain bike or road bike handlebar. So a lot of bike accessories will fit on these nicely also.
This, my phone case is from Peak Designs, and Peak makes this accessory, and it's designed for a mountain bike handlebar, and it just clips right onto this. So it's a perfect fit. Yeah.
So Jeremy, let's talk about this now.
Yeah.
We love the assist bar.
Cool. Yep. Thank you.
The shape of this boat and what David Yost has created.
That's on a whole nother level beyond the assist bar. This boat is just a spectacular ride. It has glide that's on par with a racing boat, so like a marathon racing boat. Yet it's still seaworthy. It's got the volume to load it down for tripping. It carves beautifully. When you put it up on edge, because it's so narrow, you can just cock your hips, the boat goes up on edge, and it carves these beautiful turns. When Terry Kent and you and I were testing the prototype of this boat, Terry figured out that he doesn't even need to use corrective strokes to sit the side wake next to a tandem. Normally, that boat that's riding side wake would turn into the tandem, right? So you're just stuck on one side trying to keep it from veering off course. All he had to do was put a little edge on it, and that gave it the directional control he needed. It's just a stellar boat, really spectacular.
Now, you are a Cruiser 16.8 guy.
I am, yep.
This boat is 2.5 inches narrower, a foot longer.
Correct.
And what does that translate to in terms of performance?
It's not like this is going to be 5 miles an hour faster, but it's going to be maybe a quarter of a mile an hour faster for the same effort. And you average that out over a 40-hour race, and this boat is just going to leave a 16.8 in its dust. It's going to be a fantastic boat for that kind of situation.
And it's got the David Yost, the rounded chines.
It does, yeah.
A little bit of bow rocker.
This beautiful scoop on the beautiful S gunnels. So you've got a really nice tight catch. That was one of Terry's requirements, is a nice tight catch. And you've got those curved gunnels, so you get that. That's a Yost thing too. Yeah, it's a really special boat.
And something folks we're working on for 2025, and this is a prototype and we're going to fine tune it. And Jeremy, you've gotten to work with Terry and Matt now.
Yes, yeah. Oh, they're amazing.
Matt created the tooling for this. It
Yeah.
blew you away. You,
Oh, it
you
was-
said, I'd like to check it out, and I
Yeah.
sent you a picture.
Yeah, here it is.
And
It
you'd
was
already
hours.
made the mold.
Right. Yeah, it was wild. It just took him an hour, maybe a day to do it. But yeah, it was incredible. And he's done the same thing with the seat. I sent, the idea for this adjustable height seat, and I think Terry had a
Terry was...
Yeah, Terry had a prototype in like 6 hours. It was incredible. And the idea behind the seat is that, do you mind if I jump into that?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
tell the paddler, why would they want an adjustable height seat in this boat?
Sounds good. So this adjustable height seat can be at a standard 16/8 cruiser seat height, but it can also, if you pull these pins, you can drop the seat while you're underway. So you can be up at a comfortable height that gives you optimum leverage for racing, and you find yourself in the middle of a barge wake, or the wind picks up and suddenly you've got 3-foot waves or 2-foot waves or 1-foot waves. Whatever makes you uncomfortable, you just pull these pins and the seat drops down to a very low, probably 4 inches off the floor. And suddenly you're far more stable. You can do that underway with no trouble at all, so that you can be responsive to your changing needs for stability. It's just a great piece of, I'm going to call it safety equipment, because it can be the difference between getting caught in rough conditions and capsizing and being able to stay on the boat and keep cranking away and finishing first in a race. So,
and how about if I speak from a wilderness tripper standpoint, from a day paddler, someone that wants to overnight camp with us and just would like a really efficient tripping canoe. Maybe you take a dog with you and you want to lower the seat down to have a little bit more stability. Or if you get out there and you're in a big lake and there's really big rolling waves, having the seat a little bit lower is definitely going to make you feel a lot better.
Absolutely.
And I know Terry, who races, he really likes being up high and he likes having more leverage for every stroke, just being up a bit more.
Yep, and I feel the same way, unless I've gotten myself out onto Lake Superior in big, nasty conditions, and then I'll pull these pins and I'll be down and stable. So my seat will live in the same place Terry's usually lives, but with this seat, you've got the option. You can get down if you need to. So,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, Jeremy, what do you think? Should we do the thumbs up?
Double thumbs up. I wish I had 4 thumbs, because I'd give them all. Definitely thumbs up, Bill.
We gave the prototype the design, the golden buzzer, and I'm going to give the golden buzzer to our factory team for doing the incredible tooling on all of this. This is a beautiful boat. So cheers to the Cruiser 17.8.
Absolutely.